These healthy snacks are all over our feeds. Some look amazing, others questionable. Do they taste good? Are they actually healthy? And most importantly, are they worth your time and ingredients? Today we're testing 5 of the most viral ones to find out. Let's start with protein watermelon gummy bears. They've been floating around as a better for you candy swap, but I have never made gummy bears before, so we'll see how this goes. Starting with 1 cup of fresh watermelon, I just blended it up and ran it through a fine mesh strainer to catch any seeds or pulp. To that, I added a 1/4 cup of monk fruit sweetener, then stirred in a scoop of whey isolate. I used a watermelon flavor to keep the recipe accurate for testing, but I think any light and fruity flavor would work. Pour the mixture into a small saucepan and set it over low heat. The goal here is to just warm it gently, not to boil it. Once it's warmed through, slowly whisk in 4 tablespoons of gelatin and keep stirring for about 5 to 10 minutes until it thickens slightly and everything dissolves. Once it looked smooth and glossy, I poured the mixture into gummy bear molds. I find the silicone ones are the easiest, but honestly anything flexible will work. Then I popped them in the fridge for about an hour or 2 until they set. It's got a really nice light watermelon flavor, and if you like chewy snacks or just want something sweet but high protein to grab from the fridge, I'd say it's worth a shot. Next up, fruit chocolate bars. These are everywhere right now, but I'm not entirely sure how well the fruit and chocolate will hold up together. I started with 1 cup each of raspberries and blueberries, then I laid them out on wax paper in a rough rectangle, alternating 1 raspberry with a few blueberries to mimic the shape of a chocolate bar. From there, I melted about a cup of dark chocolate, then drizzle and spread the chocolate evenly over the fruit. This step is completely optional, but I do recommend a little sprinkle of flaky sea salt on top. Then I popped it in the fridge to set for about 30 minutes until firm. It's sweet, it's crunchy, it's juicy. I could literally eat this whole thing. Moving on to dry yogurt bowls. People are pressing Greek yogurt overnight to create this super thick, almost frosting-like texture. It looks fun, but let's be honest, it's not exactly a quick snack. To try it, I split 1 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt into 2 bowls and added natural food coloring, beet powder, and blue spirulina, which is completely optional for a bit of visual flair. Then I lined a clean bowl with paper towels, poured the yogurt in, side by side, topped with more paper towel, and set a second bowl with canned goods or something heavy on top for weight. Then the whole thing needs to sit in the fridge for 24 hours. Finish it with toppings of your choice, and that's it. Let's give it a taste. It's not bad. I think it's a really fun idea, but between the time it took to set up and the 24-hour wait, I probably wouldn't make this weekly, but if you love yogurt bowls and want something that feels kind of like dessert, it's definitely worth trying at least once. Okay, this one had me extremely skeptical because I'm really not sure how I feel about chickpeas in dessert, but I've seen this chickpea cookie dough recipe floating around all these years and I've never actually tried it. So we're trying the classic version with cooked chickpeas, oat flour, tahini, PB2, agave syrup, brown sugar, and vanilla extract. It all goes straight into the food processor and gets blended until smooth. I left out the chocolate chips while blending so that they wouldn't get chopped up, and then I folded them in at the end for some extra texture. From here, you can either portion it out into a bowl or roll into little bites. Let's give it a try. Texture-wise, I was expecting it to be a little weird, but it's honestly really good. And to wrap things up, rhubarb sour belts. These have been popping up as a sneaky veggie-based candy alternative, so I was very curious if the taste and texture would hold up. I started by slicing 2 stalks of rhubarb into thin ribbons using a Y peeler, then I laid the ribbons out on a parchment-lined baking sheet and baked them at 250 Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. I tossed them with some monk fruit sweetener, and that's it. Time for the taste test. That is surprisingly good. I think they're more tart than sweet, but in a way that kind of works. As a fun experiment or a veggie-forward treat, actually not bad. Some of these were surprisingly great, and others probably won't be making the regular rotation. But that's kind of the point, trying new things and seeing what actually works for you. So if any of these caught your eye, I say give it a go. And if not, that's okay too. Nourishing yourself doesn't have to look trendy to be worth it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow Noom for more easy recipes.